Well, I guess we're back. So when the world's falling apart and there's nothing good going on, you and I get up and do a podcast.
I can't hear you in my earphones.
You can't hear?
Not you. Right there.
You hear it now?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
But yeah, so we decided to do a podcast. Because fuck it. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna solve the worldld's problems? You know what I mean?
I mean, you're the brain.
You're the brain.
And
Tell
I'm
me.
Pinky. I'm just sitting there chilling. Like, should I go through that whole?
What are we gonna do tonight, boss? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Okay.
You know what?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Oh God, what if we're behind the mission of taking over the world and no one suspects us, brain?
I mean, that'd be great because no one would suspect us.
I would listen. Give me the opportunity, Sleepy Joe.
Yeah.
Give me the opportunity.
Let me step in for you, big guy. I'll tag me in.
Kamala. Bring me in, Kamala.
Wouldn't it be cool to kind of like take over the world? Kamala. Wait, who knows what it is? I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's Kamala. Kamala, I'm Grace.
Turn that microphone towards you.
Hi, Kamala. I'm Grace. And I'm a big old country girl. And I like hog-head cheese cut thin. If you bring me and Cody in to come to the White House, we could bring great educational
yeah, we can.
And great political values to your team.
That's what we do.
And don't question us. Just let us do what we do.
Let me see your microphone.
What happened? Swing. Just because you got that shit at Walmart. Shout out to Walmart. There you go. Give us an endorsement, Walmart. People keep looting y'all stores. Yeah. But if you put us in there, they'll buy our products from your store and nobody will rob the place.
Yeah, I mean, you think we should rob something?
You got a mask and a plan and bail money?
Damn, I did not think this through.
Got a car with no plate? You have a location?
You know what? That's why you don't rob places.
Who don't?
Never mind. That's why you don't get caught.
I'm too big to run now.
Gotta change up the game plan.
They think I'm the Mexican lady. No offense, that cleans up the parking lot anyway.
Hey, that's good.
They keep doing that to me. Like, okay, like
they my secret identity just kind of created itself.
Like, I let me tell you. I'm gonna go on and say,
please.
Anybody in here that's Creole and speak French,
I'm gonna shit all over you for 5 minutes.
La petite mi Creole. Et ici ella va. Comment devez-vous? Okay, I'm Creole.
Hold on. Bitch, did you just speak French?
La petite mi Creole.
Get the hell out of here.
So yeah, my dad spoke when I was a kid. Et ici ella va.
Hold on, and you said he was scared of
voodoo.
Of voodoo? That makes sense. You started learning French, and you're black down there.
Yeah. So what happened? So my grandmother grew up. My grandmother's Creole, so she taught it to my dad. But the point I want to make is, people, even though I'm black, some black folks think I'm Hispanic because I'm built like a older Mexican lady. I'm sorry, I am. I can talk about me better than anybody, but I grew up Creole. So I'm in the parking lot, just leaving the store, just minding my business.
Yeah.
And they're gentrifying our neighborhood. This is the moral of the story.
Yeah.
I have a white brother, so let's not go there about race. The beautiful Caucasian people are moving into our neighborhood, okay? Yeah. They're buying houses up like crazy. I mean, you know where I live. Yeah. This white dude that you could tell is a corporate person is going into that liquor store you see across the street from my house, Cody.
Yeah.
I'm walking out. I'm minding my business. I didn't bump into him. I didn't wave. I didn't speak. He said, "Hey, you're still on the goddamn clock."
A white guy said this.
And I looked. And I said, yo, who about to get fired? I was like turning around, looking in the parking lot like, who is this man
I'm going to be black as I can be today.
I was looking like, who getting fired today? I just was quiet. He said, hey, you. ¿Qué pasó, mía?
No.
I said.
What does that even mean?
Like, what's up, girl? But he ain't even Hispanic.
Right.
And I'm looking like, me?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, Guadalupe Jones. I said, where's all? I said, what do you want? He was like,
what is the point of this?
You came out of our country with your orange selling asses, no offense.
Orange selling asses. He must have not been through Malibu. They sell strawberries in Malibu.
Exactly. They little upper class up in Malibu.
Yeah, that's right.
South Central, we got orange. I take an orange any day over strawberry.
Hell yeah.
So point being, he was like, you could tell he had liquor on his breath because he was getting closer. And he was so you over here Don't want to do your job and sweep this parking lot. I saw you last week when I came and got some wine. You were sweeping the fuck out of that parking lot. Why aren't you doing it now, huh? Could go meet up with John. I said, where is all this coming from? I'm not even Hispanic, and if I was, you need your ass whooped. He's like, no, senorita. No, I don't. So you're going to clean up. Then he goes into the liquor store and tells them I'm out there stealing time. The people's like, she doesn't work here. Yes, the fuck she does.
Wow. He just wanted a friend.
I left. They was out there arguing. I went through my gate and I was looking. They was out there arguing 15 minutes. The police pulled up.
Wow. Because he just wouldn't leave.
He was drunk.
He's like, I'm helping y'all out.
Yeah.
She's stealing time. And the cops show up. Why don't y'all understand what I'm trying to do?
And the cops came and asked me.
Trying to help you black people.
Yeah.
Build your business out here.
Right.
That Mexican lady is stealing money from you.
And the police came and saw me like, hey, do you work there? We're just trying to, and I worked. I said, no,
You came out.
I said, I ain't shit.
You came out?
Yeah, I came out because they knocked on the gate looking for me because the people at the liquor store know me.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want me getting harassed, and that's a liability because if I go over there and he whoops my ass, I can sue them, for getting hurt on their property.
Yeah, for stealing time.
They were like, can you write an affidavit saying you don't work there? I said, I work there today. What they going to pay me to say something?
Right. Oh.
I need some money. I was harassed.
This is hilarious.
I've been calling lawyers all week, so who wants to take my case? I ain't gonna say where the man works at, but he works somewhere downtown. A corporate motherfucker. They had took his card. They detained him. He said, I'll be back. I'll live around the corner, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna make sure that woman's working.
He did. Bitch, you better be at work when I come. He saw me over there talking to the police. Dave, hurry the fucking shit. I didn't do nothing wrong. You bad body built bitch. She goddamn girl. Cody,
your life is. What were we saying in the truck on the way here? Your life is full of memories. My life is full of memories of hearing you talk about your memories.
You got memories.
I got some. I've just been hit in the head so many times I forget them all.
Because of your wrestling?
Well, that and just growing up out in the woods. I was telling Courtney. I was telling Courtney.
We love you. The way it goes.
My sister and my girlfriend. Well, I'm from West Virginia. Yeah, damn. You ever think about Deliverance, the movie, and how it fucked the South?
Deliverance?
Deliverance was based in North Carolina, that movie.
I've never seen Deliverance.
Well, anyways, the whole premise is they get lost in the woods and some inbred people start trying to bang these dudes. Yeah. So, and it's in North Carolina and back in the 70s or 80s, and so it's like just gave it a horrible stigma. But anyways, my point is, I was telling Courtney, when Brody and I were little, we were climbing trees one day, and we're hanging on the same limb. We're like, well, we could hang here all day. And he's like, I can hold both of us.
Oh, no.
And I said, huh? You really think? He's like, yeah, trust me. We were all of 10, 10 years old, climbing trees. And he goes, trust me. And I'm like, okay. Grace, I've got my hands on the limb, right? I put one hand around him. As soon as I touched him with the other hand, we were falling. There was no like, all right, I can't. Boom. It was just as soon as I let go, we were falling. We fell maybe 15 feet.
Oh my God. Did you bust your head?
We blacked out. So we both wake up on the ground on our backs because we just like, boom, whiplashed ourselves on the ground. We get up, we sit up, and we're like, oh, I think I blacked out. I blacked out too. Let's do that again. So we run inside. We run inside, and my mom's home, and we're like, hey, Mom, check this out. So we were climbing this tree, and we dropped off, and then we blacked out when we hit the ground. It was so much fun. Can we do it again? And she's like, no.
What?
No. The shit that we put my mom through. I think about it, and I'm just like...
So you got stories?
Yeah, but retarded stories. And now it makes sense.
That's what boys do. Boys
I tell Courtney that, and she was like, you got so many concussions from like football and wrestling. I'm like,
you got brain damage?
That's not even it. Like, it's playing as a kid, falling off shit, running into beams. I told Courtney, I was like, something you don't do that much as an adult is run into beams and like things. I
did that a couple of times. I think because down south is so many telephone poles and beams all over the place.
But like when I was a kid, that's almost like I would always run into shit.
Me too.
Because it's like, it's fun, like trying to run underneath something, and then you miscalculate one time, and then you just run into under the deck. You like run under the deck.
You got that mark in the middle of your forehead?
No, it's chicken pox.
That's your chicken pox mark?
Yeah.
Mine was in the back of my leg. I forgot all about that.
Oh, for real?
I got a mark where I got stabbed. I don't know if you ever noticed that mark on my thigh right there.
Is that where you got stabbed?
Yeah, through a stick went through my leg. I flipped off my bike.
Oh.
And I yanked that stick out. That was from a stick. From when I was a kid. Oh, yeah. And this is from my raccoon cage. Shut up, Cody.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, the raccoon cage. And my daddy had to take me to get it stitched up.
Did you have a raccoon in it?
Probably. I don't know. I know I got a tetanus shot, a rabies shot. That rabies shot back then, I don't know how much it was now, but I know my daddy bitched about that whole rabies shot. That because his insurance didn't cover all of it because we had John Deere insurance.
That's the thing.
My daddy came out of pocket $800 for a rabies shot.
Damn.
And you got to have that before you go overseas anyway. Did you know that?
That makes sense.
A rabies shot. Yep. So they expensive now. If you got to go all, like if the doctor's office don't cover it, I heard it was just as expensive now, like $1,200.
Damn.
Wow. I said, yeah, I know somebody who had to get one done. I said, I haven't had that, but because I always, we lived in the woods.
Right.
So animals and foxes always would be in the yard. I'm always was playing with an animal, but I used to kidnap raccoons all the time. My dad's like,
hold on, say that again.
She kidnapped raccoons all the time.
I kidnapped raccoons. I didn't just take them home. Like, usually someone tells a story like that. It's like, yeah, I brought a raccoon into my home.
No, I kidnapped him.
I kidnapped that motherfucker.
Because my daddy would get mad. Like, you all the shit you could do in the world.
And you kidnapping raccoons.
Leave them motherfuckers alone. Because they would be so bad. They be trying to get out, and my daddy would have to let them out. And then
they were trying to survive and get back to their family, Grace.
That's what
they were bad. They would try to get out.
They were mine, though.
They were mine.
My daddy had
that.
Well, I remember the DCFS came, the Family Social Service, because people kept calling on my daddy so much.
Yeah.
My daddy was like, look, I'm tired of her and them goddamn animals. Which one you gonna take, the animals or her? He said, matter of fact, because he got tired of them coming so much, and the social worker was like, you don't want your child? He said, y'all come up here so goddamn much for the stupidest shit. My house ain't clean. She dirty. I ain't feeding her. Her ass is fat, and I used to be a fat ass kid.
Really?
And my daddy's like, what you think? I'm starving her motherfucking ass? She scratched up. Tell him what you do, Grace. I kidnapped raccoon.
Yes, Daddy. I kidnapped.
The lady said, what? I said, I kidnapped raccoons.
Yeah.
And she was like,
all right, we got to go.
We got to go. And they wrote it off that I was like slow or something.
So that's where it started.
Yeah. And then,
when you realized you could get out of things by just acting retarded.
And my dad was like, just be yourself.
And you're like, okay.
And then they came back a couple
That's keyword. That was keyword back in the day for act retarded.
No, for real.
Be yourself.
Be yourself.
No, okay.
Because I think what it was, I wouldn't.
And we love retarded people on the show. We got a sponsor.
Who?
I can't think quick enough on that one.
I'll make up.
Is there a company that like supports the mentally handicapped? They should definitely sponsor this podcast.
Let's reach out to some people.
We should. For mental retardation.
Arbor Day Foundation. Plant a tree for your tomorrow. Struff McGruff. Have you heard the Cracker Cocaine song that Scruff McGruff used to sing in the 80s?
No.
Can you pull it up on YouTube? Shout out to C's. This is our favorite song. We play it before we kill people in Population 1. But yeah, he had a cassette tape about smoking crack.
Let's see here.
You could put Scruff McGruff, crack and cocaine. And he in the
crack and cocaine, yeah. But I heard that.
Many people ain't never heard
crack
of
and cocaine.
To get high, that's what you say you love. But it's really insane. You can die. What are you thinking of?
Let me pull this up
here. But you're not supposed to say the hard R word, Cody. You're supposed to say mentally delayed.
Is that what it is now?
Mentally delayed.
Mentally delayed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what are we looking at?
Scruff McGruff, crack and cocaine. Have they came up with the what do you call it? Somebody, but wait, they.
Whoa.
That's too much. You can put a song or whatever. Why the man talking about he free back? There you go. It came up with a whole kit.
All right, let's do it.
Oh my God. If you haven't heard of it, guys, this is from our childhood. Child the Seasons, your song.
Smart kids don't use drugs.
Shit.
Using crack and cocaine to get high. That's what you say you love. But it's really insane. You could die. What are you thinking of? 'Cause nobody's needing that crack and cocaine. There's terrible trouble behind it. And sooner or later you're burning your brain, making a mess of your mind.
That's C part right there, man. Why he in that alley like that?
Just a snort or a smoke.
Damn.
In your greed, that's all you care about. But your life is a joke, and you need someone to help you out.
That's messed up.
It's true though.
'Cause nobody's needing that crack and cocaine. There's terrible trouble behind it. And sooner or later you're burning your brain, making a mess of your mind. 'Cause nobody's needing that crack and cocaine.
And that's a long ass song. He's for all the drugs?
It's a long song. We still got a minute 20.
Wait, that's too wait. What do you think he says?
Maybe it goes to like a solo.
There is help available for people who have a problem with cocaine or crack addiction. Have them call 1-800-COCAINE for advice. And if someone ever offers you crack or cocaine, be smart. Just say no. 'Cause nobody's needing that crack and cocaine. There's terrible trouble behind it. And sooner or later you're burning your brain, making a mess of your mind. 'Cause nobody's needing that crack and cocaine. There's terrible trouble behind it. And sooner or later you're burning your brain, making a mess of your mind. 'Cause nobody's needing that crack.
All right, we're done. That was good.
It makes me sad.
That people do crack and cocaine?
They don't know. Crack cocaine ain't the same no more.
Crack cocaine?
Crack and cocaine. Crack ain't nothing but cocaine. That's all it is. It's just cooked cocaine with baking soda and other products.
But added to like lessen the cocaine effect. Is that right?
Well, cocaine ain't the same. It's got fentanyl in it now.
Yeah.
It's okay. You probably
talk about like. Because you know what I was going to do the other day?
What was you? No, not cocaine.
No, not cocaine. But I was going to look up YouTube videos of people talking about what taking cocaine is like.
You want me to tell you what it's like? Do you really want to know whether you want to look? Listen.
Okay. Compare it to marijuana.
Nah, marijuana's a downer.
No. I mean, but like compare it to that.
You can't. Cocaine. Let me tell you, back in the day, before they started,
you can't.
Great things.
A lot of great things happen because of cocaine.
Yes.
No, I know.
Okay. Why don't you look up?
But a lot of great things happen because people smoke weed too.
Why don't you? Okay, like Willie Nelson is the greatest thing God ever made. Chris Christopherson and the Highwayman, shout out to them. But why don't you look up the man who smoked crack that worked at NASA? They did an interview with him.
Oh, really?
He was a mathematician or something. Put crackhead.
NASA crackhead?
It was put crackhead NASA. There you go. The drug dealer came up there and was selling him bags of crack. He smoked crack every day and was solving the greatest. He at the top.
Yeah. Just
somebody smoking crack. Jesus.
Am I to conclude that you're finished with it?
No, don't conclude that. I probably now, on the average, spend $100 a day.
Wow. It's about 2 o'clock now. Have you had any today?
Not yet. Not yet. But you can believe when I leave here, it's probably my next stop.
Now, you're a well-educated man. You have some experience in engineering.
Yes.
You have earning power, obviously.
Right.
Why would you be fooling with this stuff? You can stand by and see what's happening to your own life, can't you?
I used to say the same thing. I used to witness people, and even people who were close to me, have their lives destroyed by it. And I used to witness people sit in these places and spend their last penny. And I say to them, how could you do such a thing, you know? But once you have tried it, you become the anchor banker, you understand. It's that much of a feeling or a sensation that it has wrecked lives, careers, broken up homes. It's just something you can't really describe.
What kind of shape is your life in now?
Well, I've been a little bit more fortunate than most that I have a roof over my head. Some people who are into crack usually pay their rent months in advance so they don't get evicted, the smart ones. Because believe me, brother, if whatever money you have in your pocket you walk in there with, you're not going to walk out with it. So
how much do you have on you now?
A little over $200.
And you're going to blow all of that?
In about an hour and a half.
What's the most you've used in a day?
The most I ever spent was $1,300 in 6 hours.
$1,300.
$1,300 in 6 hours. I can't even describe it. I defy anyone to try and tell me it's the most pleasurable thing that they've ever experienced in their life. However, I would never tell anyone to take it. But once they have, I dare them to tell me that it's not the best feeling they've ever had.
You love it, don't you?
Well, I don't know if I'd say I'd love it, but...
well, if it's the best feeling you've ever had, you know what most people automatically think.
Right.
And it's better than that?
Yes.
Better than sex.
Then you must love it. Then you must love it.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Now, I'm going to come down hard on you. Crack has made you its punk, hasn't it? It's got you running. It's got your nose open.
Right.
And it's your master.
Yeah.
You admit that, just like that.
Sure. Some people won't. I know a lot of people who are undercover crack users or in the closet, but I have no qualms about saying that.
Do you know anybody who uses crack and controls crack rather than vice versa?
No. Crack is the boss. They will make you crack up. Crack is the boss. When you take that hit, that second voice that starts talking to you is now in control. You're not yourself anymore.
Damn.
You get up in the morning and that's the first thing you think about?
Sometimes I dream about it.
Whoa.
In going to these crack houses, you've probably seen some horror stories. You probably have a whole list of them, don't you?
Well, unfortunately, I do. And I've seen some people as young as, I would say, probably 16, 17 years old. I have been in a crack house on occasion where a young girl came in with her father, and she couldn't have been no more than 16, 17 years old. And she says, no, Daddy, it's my turn to buy. I've been in a crack house where I saw a girl in a Catholic school uniform come in, and she couldn't have been no more than 16 or 17 years old. And she bought some cracks and left. And she didn't even go home and change clothes first, or he didn't even send someone else for her. She came herself. I've seen telephone repairmen, equipment and all, in crack houses. I've seen security guards in crack houses. I've seen transit workers in uniform in crack houses.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
And I guess it disturbs them not to be there because they are there sitting, smoking away. I've seen people come from New Jersey, go to a crack house, gas tank on empty, and can't even get home. I've seen people go to lunch and never go back to work. I personally have smoked crack in Harlem Hospital in the ladies' room with a girlfriend of mine who used to work there. I've seen women who will come to a crack house with their children and have them wait outside, 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Have the children wait outside?
Wait outside. Children 4, 5, and 6 years old are standing outside waiting for their mothers, and the mothers are inside smoking on this crack.
And that don't make them...
I've seen a girl one day brought her baby to the crack house, and she was in such a rush to get high that she couldn't wait 20 minutes to cash her check. She pawned her child to the crack man and says, please give me a dime. I'll be back in 20 minutes, hold my baby.
Pawned her child?
Yes, for $10.
Bob Williams died not long after the interview I did with him.
What? He died.
Dang, I was getting ready to ask, like, what was the end of him?
He probably had a heart problem.
Of course.
I lost a brother to that, and
jeez,
I had my other brother was crazy. I didn't even know this. He told me about how I ain't gonna bring the other person into it, but my brother, I did not know, because I'm so used to seeing my brothers on drugs. Not all of them are on drugs.
Yeah.
But my one brother, that's my favorite brother, I did not know he was an engineer at Texas Instrument. Like the calculator
right,
people.
yeah.
He was an engineer. He went to college. I didn't even know any of that. He lost that good job because of crack.
Yeah.
In the early 80s. And how he got started on crack was, I had a family member of ours came from Milwaukee and got them all hooked on it in the early 80s. And my brother was doing well. He had a nice house in Dallas. This was way before I was born.
Yeah.
And my brother was an engineer at Texas Instrument, and he was doing all the calculations to set the calculators up. Brother was there 5-6 years.
Wow.
He probably would have been retiring by now. But my brother's like 58, 59.
That's crazy.
And he told me and he showed me all his degrees. And now I don't mean to talk bad about my brother.
Yeah.
But my brother live in a project house now. Rides a 10-speed all over the place. Like my brother, I ain't gonna talk about all of them. There's some of them that's doing good.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know they on dope. Got nice cars, all that shit. Like you got stable drug addicts.
Right.
But like I said, but crack is not the same because back then when people were doing like him, not disrespecting those people, you know how he was talking about the telephone workers and the people that had good jobs? Some people did lose their jobs.
Right.
But I know people to this day, they call them undercover crackheads, still at their same job.
Yeah.
But they handle their shit.
It's almost like they're disciplined enough to handle their shit and keep everything just in control, just enough to make the necessary money to continue getting crack. Right, man. So that's my question. Like, what's the difference between crack and cocaine?
Cocaine is basically cooked into a rock form with other ingredients to make the rock form. That's why a lot of people back in the day died, because people didn't have, like when drug dealers was cooking crack, they didn't have, back then cocaine was hella expensive. Like a brick could be like $100,000, $200,000 back then. Who was going to front a black person, a Hispanic person, unless you knew the connect getting that brick? Yeah. So if they would get a little bit of cocaine, just a little bit, probably like no bigger than that, it's pure cocaine, they could make their $3,000 or $4,000 back in a day. So they would take that $3,000 or $4,000 and save it and push it towards collateral to go buy more dope until they could finally get a brick. But they would have to cut it down with different things. I don't want to say what it is because I don't want nobody cooking dope. But you imagine it, that's what they put in it.
Okay, so
anything.
What are the ingredients that make crack the worst?
Rat poison, and arsenic. People was putting arsenic in it.
So why do you put that in there?
It was trying to kill people.
Okay,
that was a good way.
But it's not like it's not a legitimate way to get high.
Nah, because
like all I know is it's going to kill you.
It's going to kill you. Like they was putting bleach in all time. That's why I said I didn't want to say what it was. I'll tell you that. But anybody that's old enough to know how the crack game go. If they wanted to kill somebody back in the day, police would have said it was a drug overdose.
Okay, so here's the question. So
they put dangerous stuff.
Most people die from crack.
Because there was some dangerous shit in there.
And it seems like they're more addictive.
Because they were putting cleaning products in it too.
Right.
So think about it. If you got crack, that's like people. Nah, I ain't gonna say they don't hear.
You just don't hear a lot of people from addicted to cocaine dying as much.
Now they do because of the fentanyl, but back in the day, people would die over overdoses of cocaine because they were doing it too much. They were putting it in places it shouldn't have went.
Right.
And then the purists back in the day, depending on where you got it from, people's hearts couldn't take all that because what you don't know, because you don't do drugs, cocaine is an adrenaline.
That's what I was thinking.
Up there, like,
it's that upper.
It's an upper. Like Fen back in the day used to be a diet pill. They had to take it. It's back as phentermine, but it was called Fen back in the day.
Right.
Like, not to bring up Adderall. I don't care if I get in trouble. Adderall. Have you ever took Adderall for ADHD?
No, I'm not going to take it because it's so close to crystal meth.
Oh, it's
like chemically, it's so close.
Fuck the chemically. You want to know what cocaine feel like, or you want to see somebody on cocaine? Look at a person that take Adderall.
Right.
Sniffing. That's the same exact. Meth addicts don't sniff. Meth addicts do not sniff. They more smoke that shit they do when they go all over the place.
Well, probably
cocaine have you
people
focused.
Yeah.
It has you focused. That's why I said great things back in the day.
No, I know. I think of all the musicians who made like what is it? Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yeah.
What's her name again?
Don't tell me.
Stevie.
Oh, what's her name? Stevie? Is it Stevie?
Oh my God! Why
are we stuck on that? Us. She did 7 Wonders.
Oh my God!
Right. Was Rhiannon? What's her name? Lord forgive me. Stevie Nicks.
That's right. Yeah. So Stevie Nicks and Mick Fleetwood. Right. So Stevie Nicks.
Wasn't that her friend's best friend that died? Husband that died?
I can't remember.
She married her friend that died's husband.
Damn. Okay, well.
It was in drugs. No, shout out to Miss Stevie Nicks. We ain't disrespecting you.
Yeah, but like when I think I heard somebody say, how did you write that album or something like that. She was like, it was cocaine. Mm-hmm. And I've heard like multiple artists say that like cocaine wrote the song.
Oh yeah, it takes you on a whole nother place. You remember that cocaine story that I told?
Right.
It really have you like.
But okay, so tell me from your experience, being drunk.
It's compared
a downer. All right, so it's still
it
depressing.
keeps you there, but it's like you mellowed.
So I guess what I'm thinking, I'm thinking. Okay, so
it's a conversation piece,
right? When you drink, you get more bold.
Mm-hmm, but it mellows you out when you got the cocaine because when you're on cocaine and you do Adderall. Let's say you're doing Adderall.
Oh, hold on one second. All right. So when you drink, you get more bold, right?
Some people are. Some you. I remember everybody ain't
right. But the way it works in your brain, it allows you to get over like shyness in a way to where you're able to talk more or be how you want to be without your shyness or whatever. Compare that to what cocaine gives you, because it seems like there's a similar
cocaine had you like on a 10, like whatever you doing, it's a 10.
Yeah.
So if you're or studying, it's a 10. Everything's a 10. Hey, I love you. 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 What? You don't love me. I love you. You're over affectionate. Everything is you're over the top with it.
Right.
So if you're drinking, it brings it down to where you're still doing your shit when you're drinking with it, but you calm. So
that's why they mix it, alcohol and cocaine.
Because it's like you don't want nobody like you already can't fuck because your dick don't get hard.
Right.
So you need something to mellow that bitch out because she's gonna want to go. I don't mean to say it's a sex drug.
Yeah.
To be honest,
for sure.
So if somebody's doing that, 9 times out of 10, somebody is in an alley or in a car.
So they've also got a sex addiction.
Pretty much. And then the dude, you can't get hard off of that shit. So when the dude is drinking, some people, we don't say his name.
All right.
The dude that me and you
Batman.
know. Yeah, no, not Batman. Batman better not do no shit like that. Okay. No,
I don't know. It's okay.
Your old coworker.
Okay. Yeah.
Back
a lot of them.
No, you know what I'm talking about. Who I dated.
Okay.
And did all the stuff with Dragon on the back. Okay,
Dragon,
okay.
Dragon guy.
Like a Dragon guy.
Dragon King.
I remember he used to snort the dick hardened stuff, the gold platinum rhino pill.
Oh,
he wouldn't pop it. He was snorted because he couldn't. He still didn't get hard.
So that makes sense because John Jones, the fighter, got caught with the same drugs. He got caught. I think it was cocaine.
Allegedly.
Cocaine and erectile functioning pills.
Oh yeah, that rhino, the gas station.
Yeah, or Viagra. I'm not sure which one. I think it might have been both.
It might have been Blue Diamond, probably.
But like, that's crazy to think that like that's the combo.
Oh yeah.
All right. So back to the cocaine. Does it make you as bold and confident as drinking?
Of course.
Yes, a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, in a different way.
You want it depending on how much you do,
right?
Because when people, let's say back in the day when people would do business meetings,
that
would go over to China and all that shit. That's how what's his face got addicted to that. He was a security. Who? I can't say his name.
Oh, okay, go.
Dragon King was on some gangster shit and was beating a red rum charge. Okay,
red rum. Yep.
He was a security guard for like somebody. His mom worked at a bank or something. So he was security guard for the vice president of this bank.
Yeah.
And they were going over to China.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. He wasn't a drug addict because he was so antsy and shy. His demeanor when he ain't high, he stutters real bad.
Yeah.
And he's like, but when he's on that stuff. So what's going on? How you doing?
No.
I swear to God, he's a whole different person.
Wow.
No, I don't like all that. What are you doing? And his eyes start changing colors. His eyes go from green to blue. Like, no, we're not going to do that today.
Dragon Slayer.
Like when his wife came, remember I told you when his wife came? He was like, you need to go home.
Mentally handicapped?
Yeah. He said, that's my sister and we stick it to it.
Oh, he's just like,
remember he was running for mayor in the other town. Remember he went in there confidently doing speeches, and when that high would come down, I can't do this. I told it's bad. You know he stutters bad.
You nailed it.
That's him.
Yeah, it literally is.
I'm not taking care of these kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then when he's high, we can do great things. I feel like in this city, we can bring the homeless up at 2,000% and da-da-da-da-da. Grace, what do you think?
How's my dragon?
Right?
Yeah.
But he could never. That's the thing. I don't mean to put him on blast. He couldn't be rock hard.
Yeah. I ain't never met somebody who always mentions a penis with their forearm.
Because he was, I ain't going.
I know you, Dragon Slayer.
You're
the real Dragon Slayer.
Can I tell you like how we almost went to jail?
Yeah.
Can I just tell you that story?
Tell me.
So we were going to the.
We'll get back to cocaine later.
It's got something to do with the cocaine.
Okay, perfect.
Because he would put it in a fanny pack and just bust out and do it while we driving down the street.
Oh my God.
Like, fuck the police. Like, you think I'm scared, Grace? Let me tell you something, Grace. Let me tell you something. My wife and these cops, man, they can suck my dick. Now, remind you, we just talking.
Yeah.
He had these velour, old school 1990 velour I call them stripper pants.
Oh yeah,
where you
buttoned
could
up.
He flipped them motherfuckers off and was sitting there like this
while he's driving.
Cause he took so many of them rhinos.
Oh,
he was like this in the car.
Damn.
So he was like, "Let me tell you something. When I get to where we're going, I'm gonna take you over to Popeyes. Cause I know you like your big ass like that chicken box." I do love that chicken box. He was swerving because he was doing this, and the sheriff saw us in the back. It was
no hands on the wheel.
It was 2 female sheriffs that pulled us over.
Okay.
He was like, I'm gonna pull over. Mind you, he's naked, dick just
shirt on.
At the bottom, he ain't had no drawers or nothing on.
Right,
he just was rock hard.
Yeah.
Okay, we had to pull over. He's like, I'm not going to get arrested today. Do you want to get arrested? I was like, no.
This is a question?
He was like, put this under my seat. He was like, what's going on, ladies? They were like, why were you swerving? Are you drunk? You know the type of questions. He was like, I know you from somewhere. Lady was like, no, you don't. Get out the car. He said, no. I know you from somewhere. Is your name Cynthia? She was like, sir, I don't have to answer that. He said, yeah, you do. Is your name Cynthia? Sheriff Cynthia? She was like, get out the fucking car. He was like, call your supervisor. She was like, why? I said, I can't get out. I have no clothes on under here. His thing is rock hard. So she was like, well, how do you know my name? He said, I used to sleep with your mom. She's still on drugs. So he called Cynthia's mom.
No.
He said, yeah, I'm over here with your daughter. She's pulling me over. And she started speaking like in another language to Cynthia. She was like, I'm doing my job, Mom. He said, I might be your dad. You about 26? This is all going on with this second.
God.
She was like, get the fuck out of the car.
Dragon King right there.
And he was like, call your fucking supervisor, daughter. So wait. She was like, don't you fucking talk to me that way. Her mom comes. It's 15 minutes later. Her name is Cynthia. Her mom and him starts talking before her supervisor pulls up. She was like, my daughter's slow. She gets that from you. She's slow sometimes. They out there arguing. He's like, I can't get out the car.
Yeah.
He's rock hard.
Right.
Remind you, he's rock hard.
Yeah.
The sheriff came. They made me get out the car.
You had your clothes on.
I had my clothes on. I just wanted my chicken box, right? And Cynthia's mom, she was like, are you telling me this motherfucker could be my dad? He was like, you look like me. I just didn't want nothing to do with you. Right? He's hot. Right?
Dang.
The sheriff was like, why you don't got no clothes on? He said, I was hot. Dude was like, you been drinking? He said, a little bit. He was like, I'm not going to jail, am I? They were like, you got to get out. He called a lawyer, called his wife. He gave me bus money. They was like, she can't leave. He said, you gonna leave? I said, I'm not leaving. I can't go. The sheriff let me go because I had no priors.
Right.
I sat at the bus stop and waited for the bus. His wife came. His lawyer came. They
to his car.
Didn't detain him. And he was like, babe, this is my daughter Cynthia. I don't want. You're not my fucking dad. She just started crying.
The sheriff.
I missed 3. Yeah, I missed 3 buses to watch that shit. Come to find out, about 7-8 months later, after they all, that is his daughter.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God.
She had a breakdown. She had to go on family leave from the sheriff's department.
I pulled my dad over rock hard.
Because she was saying,
with some horror.
Right.
with some Mexican whore.
Right? It's like, what? Like,
what's going on? Why am I getting shit on here?
Did about 8 or 9 hours. Like, I go home. I get a call. You still want to go get that chicken box?
Good.
And I said, no. He was out at the front yard.
Yeah.
He said, I cut the GPS off the car. I said, look, I'm not coming out tonight. Forgot I gave him a key. I gave him a key.
Oh. He's like,
worst mistake.
Worst mistake.
He said, put your goddamn clothes on. We're about to go get a chicken box. Mind you, church chicken is closed.
What time is it again?
Like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Guess who he calls on the phone and leave a message? Hey, Cynthia, it's your dad. I'm just calling to check on you. I mean, I felt bad today. It was a rough day. Your mom gave me your number and I'm just leaving you a message because I'm thinking about you. I just don't want to raise a kid. I don't want to do the granddad thing with you. If you got kids, let's just keep it. Let's just keep it professional, you know? But I just want to let you know I saw me and you today and I was proud of you the way you stood up to me. You were doing your job. Leaving it on her. What?
Dragon King.
And he said, right here, I got that girl. I'm not going to say her name because that's my miracle right there. We're going to go to Denny's right now. He told her where the fuck Denny's we were going to. 6 o'clock in the morning. Guess who shows up? Her husband. Quit calling my motherfucking wife, motherfucker. He called the police on him.
Who called who?
Matt.
Dragon King.
Dragon King called the police on the lady's husband because he came up. The sheriff's husband came up there like, quit fucking terrorizing my. This is all in the same day.
Right. It's crazy.
He turns around and calls the sheriff's mama, the one he screwed.
Yeah.
Your daughter's husband's up here trying to beat me up. Mm. You need to call our daughter and tell her.
I got a new respect for this man.
He says
because the person Dragon King is different than bus driver.
Oh, bus driver. So wait, after the police cleared all that up,
stutter man.
Oh yeah, police cleared all that up. The next day, he goes into these binges when he stopped doing what he's doing.
Yeah,
he has to rest for like 4 or 5 days. So remind you, he's sober. He's like, Grace, I don't know what I did. What did I do? Like, who's the sheriff that keeps calling my phone, giving me death threats? What the fuck did I do? Like, I said, you called, you said the sheriff was your daughter. He said, he don't remember nothing after he comes down. That's the part a lot of people don't know. That's why he goes into these depressive states because he gets himself into a lot of shit. And when his high comes down, dang. That's just like when he left those hookers in a room. His wife almost got fired because he took her business card from work, got a cheap ass room in the ghetto at the Diamond Inn, and had some hoes in there renting them a room for the whole week. They were flipping Johns in there. He was just going in there talking to them to do cocaine. He couldn't even fuck them. He called me and tell me, my wife's gonna lose her job because I got a room with hoes at the Diamond Inn on Imperial. Like, what? Can you help me get the hoes out? Like, I had to go with him and beg the hoes.
Just like you.
Yeah, I was like, I had to go help him get the hoes out the room.
Oh my God.
And I said, look, I worked with them. And they was like, honey, we making money up in here tonight, girl. This a free room. And I said, all right. So I told him, just act like you didn't steal the car. She almost lost her job. What saved her? He had to admit that he stole her car. So he ended up getting a charge for theft because she had to press charges on him. It was her job. Come on. She had you know what she did for a living. We just going to say she was a astronaut.
That's right.
And she was at the end of her job being an astronaut. Why would she throw away her mom was an astronaut. She was an astronaut. She was going to retire as an astronaut. So then after he got the charge, when he goes into these, now you understanding the thing of cocaine.
Yeah.
When he would be on cocaine, he was unstoppable. He went to the car dealership. Wait, it gets worse.
Dragon Slayer.
We're on our mission to go do the whoop-de whoop and the bangy bang. We stopped by Felix Chevrolet downtown LA. He was like, you want a car? Are you tired of being on the bus? Do you want a fucking car? I said, no, I do not want no goddamn car.
I can't even drive.
He said, we're getting you a car. Let's go get you a chicken box. We're going to get you a car. He's high. He's not. He's like, so.
That chicken box gets you into a lot of trouble.
He takes out that lady business car and gets an orange Corvette.
No.
He said, now you can't have this Corvette, but you can have this car. This is her car. Do you want this car? I said, I don't want your wife's car.
Yeah.
He's like, man, you ungrateful. You got to go the fuck home, man. You are like, seriously. He put the down payment on a Corvette with that credit card from her job.
Wow.
Gets in trouble again. He went to jail for 6 months and he's still facing charges on theft. Because he kept stealing her card. He had to get off drugs for 6-7 months and had to go do time in jail.
Yeah. When
he got out, he was like, I just. That's why he moved to Oklahoma. You know, he's not in California anymore. He's in Oklahoma. Okay. Because he kept his alter ego.
Wow. That's fascinating.
He's not there no more. Remember I told you he ran for mayor in that town?
Yeah.
He got people all types of jobs and quit. And when he would come to my house and feel guilty, he's like, "Why do you let me do that when I'm with you?" I said, "I just want to live." He said, "Shit, I just want to smash." And you're supposed to just do that for me. And when I'm with you, I do terrible things. Are you the devil? That's what he said. No, motherfucker, you the devil. Now, speaking of the prostitutes, one of them ended up getting pregnant.
By him?
Wait.
By Dragon King himself?
He said, I didn't sleep with her. She sucked my dick, but I didn't sleep with her, right? He couldn't get her pregnant. No way, he had a vasectomy.
There you go.
So he's been
covering all your bases.
Oh yeah. Then he volunteered at I ain't gonna say what fire station, but he volunteered at the fire station during the toy drive.
Yeah.
He took his wife's credit card and bought all these toys. At least he gave back.
Yeah.
And he was like, your fat ass, we about to go give back. So he ran to toy drive in Watts at the fire department, giving out kids. He said, man, I ain't giving out no motherfucking blood now, but I'll help these kids. And he all bought them churches chicken sandwiches, light mayo.
And people say black people don't like chicken.
He loved chicken. But when his high came down, why is the sheriff department calling me, telling me I have to be here today to help with these kids? I don't want to help anybody. And that's why they had to move.
This is a heavy story. To me, at least.
Because we know him now.
Yeah. I had no idea this was the other side of Dragon King.
I got plenty of stories.
But it makes sense. But it makes sense because I know the stutter and I know that timidness, like when we were working together. Mm-hmm. And now
it makes sense.
Your story, the greatest cocaine story ever told, makes a lot more sense now.
Oh, yeah.
Because you see this change in the Dragon King and you're like, what?
He's in Oklahoma right now, terrorizing Oklahoma.
He's so confident.
I was going to meet up with him in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Remember I was supposed to go out of town last week? Oklahoma. I wanted to see what that chapter brought. And I was going to take a GoPro that time.
So you could just record it.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it back. Cody, I was not
Guess
lying.
where he been going? To the Gold Nugget. Terrorizing everybody at the Gold Nugget.
I bet he has been.
Then he was there because he was in Oklahoma.
Is he still married? Is that still gone?
Yeah, because she retired.
Right.
She had to step down because he kept burning through that credit card. Like she had to.
But do they still live together?
They got a nice house.
And they're in Oklahoma.
They're in Oklahoma, terrorizing. He's driving her crazy.
Old Dragon King.
And then you know what?
I think he reached out to me. That's why he got your number back, I think.
Really? When was this?
A while back. Years ago.
Oh, yeah. He was
like, or I think he said, what's up? I've been hanging out with Grace. And I'm like, what's up, dude?
He cool, though. But
he's really cool.
But can I say something? Honestly, there ain't a person he don't know because of all the crazy shit he do.
Right, yeah.
Like, I remember
it kind of makes sense why you know so many people.
The police, like, we were cool with the police because he would really go volunteer and do stuff. Like, he wasn't a bad person.
No, I never got that vibe from him.
He just two different people.
Right. There's cocaine, Dragon King, and then there's regular Dragon King.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a friar in L.A.?
A friar? Like a Catholic friar? in a brown robe? No.
He had 2 of his friends that were friars. They would kick it with us sometimes. He would go pick them up.
Black guys?
They were white friars. I don't want to put on what church they go to, but I'll tell you the church after we get off.
Was it a Catholic church?
Yeah. A well-renowned one, too, because he's Catholic. Wow. His family's Catholic because of his background.
Yeah. I feel like I remember him having like a saint necklace or something.
He's Catholic.
Yeah.
He would go pick up the friars and bring them stuff.
Like what stuff?
You know.
Yeah.
And baby, all over the city. I got tired of them friars.
Because they were so needy.
They love Kurt Franklin.
Yeah, they do.
Kurt
Franklin don't love his mom, though.
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah. God damn. His mama was not backing down.
Never. She wouldn't go tell him who his daddy was.
That's messed up. And then his dad turned out to be like a legit dude. Like, I'm sorry.
She wanted Kirk to be, not to laugh at that.
She wanted Kirk all to herself.
She didn't even raise him. Gertrude did.
That's so crazy that like some women, when they're very insecure in their own life, they'll create this like feeling in their child that they need them. You know, I'm the most important thing in your life.
Not your wife.
Yeah.
Not your daddy.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. Damn, Kurt.
I feel bad for him. Not bad, but it's sad. Like,
well, it makes a lot of sense when you see like all the stuff he struggled with and stuff.
Can I tell you why I think he came out with that though?
Because I mean, you just get so old. It's just like why keep it?
Let me go a little
secret
deep with you.
What do you think?
Oh, I know. Well, I'm gonna say alleged.
Alleged.
A couple of years back, his son and him got into a real bad fight, and it went viral. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, somebody filmed it or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what happened was his son came out here to L.A. We're gonna have to say alleged, but you can look at it.
For sure.
His son got pulled over by the cops.
He
was driving around in L.A. in a car, allegedly.
Pants off.
No, in a woman who's been missing for over 10 years, and I think she ended up being legally dead because they never could find her body.
Oh, wow.
That's about to go down in a minute.
Oh, so this was recent.
This was a couple of years ago. Because
okay.
I don't think he's out of jail yet or prison or whatever. But
now, where's Kirk Franklin from? Atlanta, right?
Houston, Texas, I think. Or Dallas,
He's in Texas? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when the son came out here, okay, so the woman that was in the car with him that was legally dead, right?
No. He was in that woman's car.
Oh, he was in that woman.
So let's say the woman.
Oh, but the woman wasn't there.
She's missing.
She's still missing. So she wasn't in the car at all. He was in her car.
And she was pronounced by her family legally dead.
And
he got
10 years ago?
No, the woman been gone for 10 years.
Right, the woman had been gone for 10 years.
But he's driving around in her car that's been missing for over 10 years that is proclaimed legally dead.
That's crazy. And
I
she's originally from LA?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
He was driving around in her car. So that means the people that let him use that car, because they think he dingy. They think something wrong with him. They was trying to pin a dead body on him.
Oh, man.
Think about it. They didn't have a body to claim anyway, but they had to get rid of that car.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So.
That's wild. Hey, that reminds me. Have you seen the movie Sicario?
No.
Oh,
is it on Prime?
It is on Amazon Prime.
Text me that.
Sicario.
I'll watch that tonight.
It's a drug cartel movie Courtney and I watched. It's so good. Like you think it's going to be one thing and then it turns into something else. And you know in movies nowadays where like the endings suck. You know, like the characters don't really do what you want them to do.
What's a movie that you saw that pissed you off recently?
Oh my God.
That you're like, y'all need to cut this shit out.
I almost forget them as soon as I watch it.
Write it down and complain about it. This is why y'all going on writer's strike.
But yeah,
this shit here.
This is some bullshit.
Call a
endings.
Friar. Call them 2 friars.
Yeah, that writes you up something good.
I'm thinking I'm gonna reach out to them and see if they want to come do the podcast.
Oh God, please don't.
The friars.
No. Grace, I would love for you to eventually get your own podcast going, where you're talking to the craziest of the crazies. But I experienced enough crazy in the past month. Remember?
Yeah.
And I made the wrong choice on that, and especially because now they know my location. You know what I mean?
But you know what? They may be crazy, but crazy don't fuck with crazy. Put it to you like that. That motherfucker know.
Right. He does. But it's like it kind of like put me in a perspective of like, oh shit, like I gotta vet these people if I don't. if I don't know you personally, or if you don't have like a big profile of followers where you can't do crazy shit, then I can't bring you to where I shoot my podcast.
I would, if I were you, and start looking into different locations, or kind of just start Skyping those interviews.
Well, the goal is, as soon as I can move out of this place, find another, like literally rent a studio.
Oh yeah,
that's the goal. Instead of having it at this location.
Somebody who we could talk to. Maybe you should reach out to him. We're gonna see, but I think he'll be lenient because he works out at Equinox. Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked. Reach out to him because because that's how he started with his podcast.
Jason Lee
from Hollywood Unlocked. Yeah. Who is this? Well, you don't know but he offers services like that, and he knows locations where it's reasonable for people to do podcasts.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know who he is.
He's Tiffany Haddish's best friend. They real close.
Oh, okay.
But he does offer service. Shout out to Jason Lee in Hollywood Unlocked. Right. If you are looking,
like for a studio to shoot in, there's a couple of them that I've looked into. They're pricey, but I mean it's pretty cool.
But the good thing about him, because he's so tight in, he'll give you a deal because that's. Get what I mean? Just look into it, see what he's talking about. Or I'll ask him.
The only reason I brought it up is because that's the next step for my podcast is to move from this room to a rented studio.
I'm gonna reach out to him tonight.
No, there's no need because it's at a price. Yeah. So these podcast studios that rent out space, it's pricey. It's pricey for 60 minutes. So I don't need that. The only thing is building the podcast to the point where it makes sense, where I can spend that money on renting a studio and set everything up instead of having it here. But that'll come. I don't need to have that now to have people on the podcast. What's that?
Quick question. Can you show me how to stream the games? And shout out to Logitech for those headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you trying to stream? Like,
just stream the gameplay, because I've been doing it to competitions, and a lot of people on Twitch been getting. But I won those earphones.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of people asking, "Do I do Twitch? Do I do streams? I'm like, no, I don't have the equipment. So maybe we got to
figure that out for you.
I would love that, because everybody on the game is like, you don't. There's so many people. I got over 2,000 followers. Yeah. But picture the views. People are like blowing my baby on TikTok.
Yeah.
And all that, like, hey, you don't have no Twitch, because I'll be on there talking shit. You know how I am.
Yeah.
And over the weekend, like I said, like last week, I was in a competition, and Logitech, I got won first place, and they sent me the Logitech G Pro X earphones. They work great, but people were like, just stream. You could go so far with that.
So when you do post on those videos on TikTok, how do you get that footage?
Sometimes I screen record it, but my Oculus, it can record.
Right.
We could also go live on Facebook, but I haven't done it.
But where does that recording go?
On the Oculus. I have the Oculus app on my phone.
Oh, so it comes.
So let's just say if I go on my app, I can do it two ways, because my phone will let you screen record.
Right.
I can go in the gallery and view the video and record the video and upload it that way.
Got it. Okay.
You know what I mean?
But you just can't stream from the Oculus.
You
app.
can. They have it now to where you can't. I mean, I don't know, but
we'll figure it out.
All right.
Well, this has been a good podcast.
People say, could you please post more clips, funny clips?
Oh, me? Yeah.
Please, they've been waiting on the day, so they want you that.
I want to.
They said,
I'm trying.
Please. He will. Stop asking me. Inbox him.
Yeah. Yeah, bother me. God.
I was butt naked with somebody in the middle of the night. So you over with Cody? It's 2:30 in the morning.
It's not when we podcast.
I said, hell no. And that big old crip was like, I look like Cody to you, motherfucker. I was dead. Love you, Cody. Thank you so much.
All right. This is fun.